There is a specific moment that almost every adult child faces when caring for an aging parent. It's the moment you realize the dynamic has completely flipped and changed. And maybe it's when you're suddenly managing their bank account because they keep forgetting to pay the electricity bill. And then again, maybe it's when you physically begin to help getting them dressed, or maybe you're managing an aggressive medical diagnosis like dementia or cancer. And suddenly the person who protected you, who guided you and held your hand through life is now vulnerable, and you are now the one in charge. It's a psychological shock to the system called role reversal stress. And let's be entirely honest, it is incredibly heavy. You are grieving the parent they used to be while simultaneously drowning under the weight of the endless task required to take care of the person they are today. You try to do it all with a smile. You sacrifice your sleep, your career, your marriage, and your own health. And then one day you just snap. You lose your patience over something tiny. You feel an overwhelming wave of resentment, followed immediately by an even bigger wave of crushing guilt. If that sounds familiar, I want you to take a deep breath. You are not a bad son or a bad daughter. You are a human being experiencing caregiver burnout. Today we are talking about the things nobody wants to say out loud. We are breaking down the clinical signs of burnout, why role reversal tears at our mental health, and the practical boundaries you need to put in place today to save your own life while still loving and protecting your parent.
Welcome to the walkthrough.
Right now, if you can already relate to this heavy emotional load, please take 2 seconds to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. By subscribing and turning on that notification bell, you make sure you never miss our practical guides on the family caregiving, patient advocacy, and navigating healthcare crisis. More importantly, hitting like tells the YouTube algorithm that this conversation matters, helping this video reach another caregiver who might be sitting in a hospital parking lot or a quiet kitchen right now feeling completely isolated. So thank you for joining our community. Now let's start by identifying the fire before it burns everything down. Many people confuse high stress with actual burnout. Stress is having too much to do, but believing that if you can just get it all done, you'll feel better. Burnout is different. Burnout is the feeling of being completely overwhelmed, empty, dried up, and entirely hopeless. It is a state of physical, emotional, and mental exhaustion. When you are caring for elderly parents, burnout doesn't happen overnight. It creeps up in stages. Let's look at the signs you need to look out for in yourself right now. Number 1, emotional volatility. You find yourself crying in the grocery store aisle or yelling at your parent over a spilled glass of water, followed by an immediate, intense shame. Number 2 is physical depletion. You are exhausted, but when your head hits the pillow, your brain is racing with medical checklists and you can't sleep. Your immune system drops and you find yourself constantly catching every cold or virus going around. Number 3, social withdrawal. You stop answering text messages from your friends. You isolate yourself because explaining your life to people who aren't going through it just feels too much like work. Number 4, resentment. You start feeling bitter towards your siblings who aren't helping. You feel bitter towards the medical system. And sometimes, heartbreakingly, you feel bitter towards your parent for getting sick. Why does this happen to us? Because of a cognitive trap called the super caregiver myth. We tell ourselves, if I truly love my mom or dad, I should be able to handle this without complaining. If I ask for help, it means I am failing them. Let me shatter that myth right now. Expecting yourself to be a full-time medical manager, an emotional rock, a financial coordinator, and a hands-on caregiver without breaking is structurally impossible. It's not that you lack love, it's that you lack resources. Because identifying where you are on the burnout scale is the first step to fixing it, I want to give you a powerful resource completely for free. Go to the description below and click the link to get your free Caregiver Burnout Assessment and Mental Health Checklist. This is a private, downloadable PDF checklist designed to help you measure your stress levels, track your physical warning signs, and build a personalized daily mental health plan. It even includes the exact boundary setting scripts we are about to discuss, so you can keep them right on your phone or print them out for quick access. Go ahead, pause the video if you wish, and click that link in the description below. Grab your free copy, and let's keep moving forward together. Now that you've grabbed your checklist, let's talk about the psychological engine driving this burnout. It's called role reversal stress. When you look at your aging parent, your brain is holding on to decades of data. You remember them as the provider, the strong matriarch or patriarch of the family. When aging, illness, or cognitive decline forces you to take over their decisions, it triggers profound grief. You're mourning the loss of the parent who used to take care of you. When your dad can no longer remember his medications, or your mom can no longer cook her signature meal, it feels like the foundation of your world is crumbling. But it's not just hard on you. It's terrifying for them. Think about it from their perspective. They're losing their independence. They're losing their privacy. They're losing control over their own bodies and lives. Because of that fear, they often fight back. They might refuse to stop driving or refuse to take their pills or accuse you of being bossy and controlling. And this creates a massive emotional friction point. You are acting out of love and protection, but they are responding with anger and resistance because they're trying to hold on to their dignity. And this friction is where role reversal stress peaks. You walk away from interactions feeling unappreciated, you feel exhausted and emotionally drained. To break this cycle, you have to change how you communicate. Stop trying to argue with logic when they are acting out of fear. Maybe instead of saying, "You can't drive anymore because your reflexes are terrible," validate the emotion behind it. "I know how much you value your freedom, Dad, and I want to make sure we keep you moving safely. Let's figure out a driving alternative together." If you want to survive this journey without losing your mental health, your relationships, or your career, you have to adopt the 4 rules of caregiver survival. Rule number 1, treat self-care like a medical prescription. If a doctor told you that a parent needed a specific medication twice a day or they would end up back in the ER, you would never miss a dose. Your self-care is your medication. Take 30 minutes to walk outside, go to therapy, or read a book. That's not selfish. It is a clinical requirement to keep the caregiver functioning. If you run out of gas, the car stops moving, and your parent loses their primary support system. Rule number 2, outsource the friction points. Identify the tasks that cause the absolute most arguments between you and your parent. Is it giving them a bath? Is it cleaning their house? Is it managing their bills? Whatever that specific friction point is, look for ways to outsource it. It is amazing how much better an elderly parent will behave for a professional home health aide or a third-party professional than they will for their own adult child. When you step back from being their physical handler, you get to step back into your true role, being their son or daughter. Rule number 3, hold an enforced sibling meeting. If you are the primary caregiver, while your siblings do nothing but offer opinions from 500 miles away, the resentment will destroy you. Call a formal family meeting. Do not ask for help. State what is needed. Say, "I am managing daily care, doctor visits, and medications. I need someone to handle financial bills remotely, and I need someone to come relieve me for 1 weekend every single month." Give them concrete, actionable tasks. If they cannot give time, they need to contribute financially to hire outside help. Rule number 4, build a no-guilt detachment practice. You cannot control the progression of time, aging, or illness. You can provide the best care possible, but you cannot fix the underlying reality of their decline. Realize that their bad days, their anger, or their cognitive confusion is the disease talking. It is not a reflection of your worth or your efforts. Learn to emotionally step back, breathe, and detach your personal identity from their medical outcomes. Caring for an elderly parent is one of the most sacred, profoundly difficult honors you will ever undertake. It is a journey marked by deep love, but it must also be marked by deep self-preservation. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and protecting your own mental health is the greatest gift you can give to your family. If you didn't grab it earlier, please make sure to click the link in the description or the pinned comment right now to download your copy of the free Caregiver Burnout Assessment and Mental Health Checklist. This downloadable PDF is completely free, and keeping it handy on your phone will help you protect your boundaries starting today. Listen, thank you so much for watching. If this video brought you comfort, validation, or a clear path forward today, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel before you go. So share this video with a fellow caregiver who might be struggling in silence right now or experiencing what you're experiencing. Be kind to yourself today. Remember, you are doing the best you can do. And I will see you in the very next video. Blessings.